Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down here for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Terry. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Can they catch him? And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of him to make that interception.
The back's got it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And now the running back's got it again. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Terry. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Eludes a tackle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Vols look to keep this drive moving. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Volunteers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He fires it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good, but still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Pickup of 11. That's a first down for the offense.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Got space looking for the end zone here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Tennessee, 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And here's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Tennessee 14.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Terry. And he's got his man open downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
The balls pick up enough to get a first down there. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Dropping back, it's Terry. It's an out route, the catch made.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Offense operating from the pistol. And the back now goes in motion. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver, who makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Volunteers come to the line to run the hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Has hot. Can he get in? And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this 3rd and goal, but now they're facing 4th and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal to at least get some points or roll the dice and try to get this ball into the end zone on 4th down.
Looking to throw. It's Terry. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Here's the second down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now,
it's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Got the first down, now looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gabe moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Here comes the point after attempt. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, back to throw. It's Terry. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like one more play here before halftime. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
He hands it off from the gun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
LSU getting set with a first and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made by the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. That completion sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Tigers! And they will claim the second half lead. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. The Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep...
Here's the throw deep downfield. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. BYU Bengals offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Fighting off the defender. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Terry. A quick shoot. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up.
Looking to throw it deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has become a scoring fest in the 2nd half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. Gets some space around the 30. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to the left, pass caught. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass. It's Terry. The pass rush closing in. Looking right. This one caught. Breaks loose at the 40. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Fires it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is coming. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and goal. Throw to the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's swarmed by the defense.
The defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
3rd and goal. Try to make it on the ground. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
I don't mind the call they're running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short, and now we've got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Terry. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Drop him back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. First and 10 play coming up. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Thompson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the wideout goes in motion. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Back to pass. It's Terry. Receiver makes the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
Nice conservative call there by the offensive coordinator to be able to pick up that first down on 4th and 1. The quarterback had no issue at all getting to that line to get the first down and move the sticks.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
7th play of the drive coming up. And there's the handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. Finds room at the 30. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Tackle is made at the 37. And that's good enough for a first down.
So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.